My name's Isaiah Rivera. I have the world record for the highest vertical jump on the planet. And today, me and my coach are going to answer a bunch of our athletes' questions regarding their technique. Once a week, they got on a group call with us and they can send us videos for us to analyze their lifting technique and jump technique. And you're about to watch an excerpt from one of these group calls. If you want to take part of these group calls, just go to THP Strength and sign up. Right now, you can try it for only $12 for your first month to see if you like it. Hope you enjoy the video. Ooh, Harish, this was very, very good. It's better than last week.
Where is he at his peak?
You're still mistiming the punching of the ball upwards with your triple extension. So I think I gave the same cue. I want the ball to be here when you're here. Okay? So you're shorting it. You're shorting it. You're trying to get the ball up. The reason you're doing that is because you're trying to start the windmill too early. So I want you to jump up, be in the air with the ball at head height, then start the windmill. Don't start the windmill that early. And then the other thing is just the jump technique thing. I think I gave this cue last time as well. I want your shin angle to be a little lower. So this knee needs to be dropped down. That's gonna allow you to jump out instead of up on the penultimate. But having said that, it looks like you were feeling pretty bouncy this day. It was a very good attempt.
Wilvin, I can already tell you're doing the thing that Jack was doing, and it tends to be a big limiter for guys, which is twisting. Like everything here, this is like, let's see here. This is pretty damn good, dude. You're really, really low. You're really, really fast, but you leak energy right
Harish,
here.
that's what I mean by low shin angle. Go back to the shin angle, John. Look at that thing. Thing is low.
That's what we want. This is really, really good. Like amazing. Jump technique is amazing. The only thing you're doing is you're leaking power right here. So look at this foot right here, the plant foot. That twisting you will not see in really good jumpers. Some do it, but like guys that are more efficient don't. The more athletic you are, the more powerful you are, the more you can get away with that. And the more you've repped it, the more you can get away with it. The less powerful you are, the more you need to be efficient with that transfer. That's the biggest difference I see between Isaiah and a lot of other guys who are more athletic. He does not lose, we call it leaking energy. He does not leak any energy. The only time you're going to really see that, and it's minimal, is on spins. If he's doing a max effort jump, it's very rare that I see that plant foot twist whatsoever. And I'm actually going to pull this up real quick
John, you
because a
know what's
lot of
funny
you
is
don't know that.
I
What's
was
that?
like, damn, like T-Dub though, like T-Dub jumps high and he leaks energy, but then look at this.
Wait, real quick. Look at this. No leaking. Completely perfectly efficient here. I don't know how you missed that.
Oh,
I'm
it
just
was
kidding.
a warm up. It was a warm up. Look at this one too, John. Mind you, this is the guy that has a lot of twisting.
Is his foot planted there? You got to go frame by frame.
There was no leaking there, baby. Look at that. Boom.
Block foot through takeoff. Yeah. I mean,
Like
his
maybe
knee,
a tiny bit right there.
maybe a
I don't even
tiny
think.
bit, like the lowest amount. And we're talking about one of the freakiest guys ever. I see it a lot in right left guys that have bad internal rotation.
Yeah.
But the better their internal rotate, like T Dub is pretty, like I could see him doing that a lot. He doesn't really internally rotate much.
Yeah.
Donovan maybe is another one that potentially
E.
would,
Curry's
but
the one that has really bad.
yeah, and he leaks quite a bit of energy, I think.
Hmm.
Guys
Do
get
you
away with
want
it. It's
that?
just he still blocks though, like well.
Yeah.
Like he still blocks really, really well.
Do you want that blocked foot to be pretty much straightforward or what?
Your plant foot, sorry. You're talking about plant foot or block foot?
Sorry, plant foot.
Plant foot, it can turn out slightly, but you still want to minimize. So see how his is when you're spinning it definitely can turn out a bit. When you're twisting, it's okay. When you are uh when you're not twisting, you really want to minimize that. Like you will see it on twisting, but you should see a very heavy, like he's not twisting, not twisting, not twisting. At the tail end, he might, but this is, I mean, he's pretty well loading up all the energy in this leg. You can see his quad, right? And he's super explosive. So he's a bit of an outlier. He's even loading his quads more because he's a freak. Um,
That looks
so
like a belt squat right there. That
yeah,
position.
I mean, you can see he's pretty well doesn't leak. I mean, maybe this one, if he's going to twist a little bit, you'll see it, right? But look, very minimally. Like his foot is planted and it's the friction that's causing his leg to rotate, but his his hip is internally rotating. You can see it internally rotating
It
around
is.
the ball of his foot.
I will say it is more common on outdoor and then shitty courts to
Yeah,
leak
that is true.
energy. Like if Donovan here would have been
Right
on like
here.
a like an NBA floor, he probably wouldn't have twisted at all.
Like you pretty much don't see any twisting here.
Like for reference,
On your
when
highest
I
jumps, you're not gonna you're not gonna leak energy like that.
when I'm on an NBA floor, my spin dunks, like my foot plants super solidly. When I'm on an outdoor court, like you can hear it and see it just like and like my foot just slides and twists over and
Yeah.
I don't
And
jump as high.
it's very hard to transfer energy vertically. Sometimes, like if you have really bad hips like I do, your whole body will spin in the air. Like you're not trying to spin, but you will be spinning. And that's the more speed you add, the more you'll notice it. You're close to being okay, but you want to minimize that as much as possible because that's leaking energy and you're not going to be able to push with your plant foot as effectively. You're essentially doing like a lateral bound, similar to what Jack was doing. You really want to minimize this lateral push. It's hard to use your quad. It's hard to push maximally when that's the case. So try to keep it relatively straight and your block foot come around. On the highest jumps you see guys do, they're pretty well not going to twist very much at all. If you're right, left, right hand, or like main dominant hand, dominant plant leg, so like same plant, same hand finish, then you're going to see more, it happen more, but you still really want to minimize it as much as possible. That's what I would say.
David, this is really good. You're probably pulling too hard off the ground. You can see it because you jerk. Like if I play full speed, you're jerking the bar off the ground. I like to we call it pulling slack out of the bar. So I would tighten your core and then imagine the bar's like like a noodle, like it's like floppy, and then you want to just like put some tension on the bar. Everything should be really tight, then pull more slowly off the ground. So you should be patient, 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 patient. Here's when you actually want to start trying as hard as you can. Um, the pull's really good. Like you keeping the arms straight. I would maybe get the knees back a little bit more here so you feel a stretch in your hamstrings. But from here to the catch, really good. Perfect rack position. Uh, you freaking bodied the catch there. Right, there's a lot of forces going. Right here's where it helps your jumping. The catching in that position really hard. But very, very solid power clean.
So Jonathan, definitely better projecting, but I need more. I even need more. So right here, I'm just going to play it in reverse because I think it removes the bias. Okay. See how you're not projecting very far each contact? That tells me you don't have a lot of horizontal momentum. Your vertical forces are crazy, crazy fast, but your horizontal forces are not nearly high enough. So we need to focus on pushing back and more or less almost feel like you're bounding. Okay. Like your stride frequency is just too high. You need to be covering distance and building momentum. For perspective, I want to say, so I counted the number of strides there. In that run, I think you were around like 30, 31. Number of strides that Usain takes in a 100 meter is going to be 41 steps. So your
Really?
stride length is a bit short. We could even do like Tyson Gay, and his is 41, 42 as well. That's a shorter guy. Christian Coleman is like on the far end of that. So his is 47. So for perspective, you're going to take more strides, right? Because you are a bit shorter than you like Usain Bolt or Tyson Gay. Their hips are going to be higher, but you definitely need to project more. You have to push out really, really hard and generate a lot of momentum. Stride frequency is generally not the limiter. Most guys can get the stride frequency that they need. When guys try to increase their stride frequency to run faster versus pushing, that's whenever problems start to arise. So the limiter is generally the rate of force development horizontally and vertically, not the stride frequency, meaning you have to push horizontally harder and move further down the track each contact. Look at
Also,
that.
I wanted to let you know I implemented what you said last week and I dropped a whole second off my 100 time, like a full second.
Let's go.
Wait, what was the cue? What was the cue?
It was
I,
just like the push
yeah, I
horizontally,
told him push.
accelerate.
I literally said like accelerate longer, like stop trying to tap the ground, like push down the
Bro,
track, push
that
as
is
hard as you
crazy. A
can.
second off of from one cue.
Yeah, I went from like 13.8 to 12.8.
That's glorious. You're gonna run even faster once you figure out even more pushing cues, projection cues. You'll beat Donovan
Get
soon.
you. Let's get you in the 11s.
Yeah, you will. You'll easily get there. I've seen how elastic you are.
Ooh. All right, you're doing a good job of pushing here on the penultimate. The only thing is you're kicking that foot very aggressively forward. So see how your foot is past where your knee is and then your back foot is still on the ground. We want to be driving that knee forward. So I actually have a very good example of this from our good friend Donovan Hawkins. You guys are at the exact same spot in your jump right here. And if you see it, like this angle is the exact same as Donovan's, right? Like your back foot where your knee is at in relation to your hip, even the shin angle is the exact same. So you're doing a very good job of that. The only difference, look at where his thigh is. It's parallel to the ground, almost like even
Yeah.
above parallel. Like his angle isn't like if you can see my screen, like his leg isn't even like this. It's slightly tilted upwards. Yours is very aggressively tilted downwards.
I need you to
So
play the next frame. I need to see what he does here.
Donovan or
Donovan, yeah. I need to see both, but I want to see what Donovan does because Josh has been having the same issue. Yeah, that's what I thought.
I have another jump that's in the replies that it might look a little bit better because I re-looked at that jump after I did it and I added another cue onto it and I think it helped a little bit because I've always struggled with having my foot kick out.
Yeah, you're kicking out a lot. Ooh, a little better.
yeah.
That was a little better. Still, you can see you're really uprighting here,
Mm-hmm.
right? And you don't have quite as much momentum. You need to be more patient in flight.
Okay.
Drive the knee up, keep your heel tucked. Like I would just focus on freeze jumps, like push off like this, just hold this frame in the air.
That's
Push
actually kind of what I was trying to do.
off.
That's what I was focusing on.
Yeah, that'll definitely help. Doing is tough sometimes. It is. I have learned how to learn many times because I used to have terrible jump technique, and cues like that really help. Pauses can really help people feel positions. So I would encourage you to do that. And then when you add speed, it'll be easier. Might not be perfect, but it should be better. And as long as we see that you're trying, that's progress. That's always what we look for in
The
coaching.
cue that helped me the most actually was you said something about like a delay in the push on the penultimate.
Yeah.
I saw that completely changed everything. It was a whole different world.
IQ. I like guys that like be bridged, knee in front, and
Mhm.
then push, and that really seems to help people massively understand it. People just get too eager and they push too early. But that's all the time we have, guys, unfortunately. So thank you guys for coming to the call. We really appreciate it, and we will see you guys next week. Ciao.
Yep.